My name is Gracie, and I'm a primary teacher in DAV International School, Mulund. Okay, and today we are going to do a chapter from your Bal Bharati book. So if you have your book, you can get your book, or else I'll be sharing the screen. You can watch on my screen. All right, so let's get started. Today we are going to do the 29th chapter, and that is Young Scientist 2. All right. Okay. So can anyone type on the chat box what do you mean by scientist? What do you mean by scientist, children? Anyone who knows um who is a scientist, what does he do, and which subject is it related to? Anything, any information about scientist, anything that you know about scientist? Anyone on the chat box? No? Okay, fine. So I'll only help you out. A scientist is a person, okay, who studies a lot, all right, and who observes a lot, who is very curious to know. What do you mean by curious? Curious to know means he is very eager to know. Okay, he's very. Is it okay to? Yeah, he deals with chemicals, of course. Okay, he keeps asking questions, why does this happen? Okay, and he wants to know everything, you know. So a scientist is someone who discovers new things, who comes up with new ideas, who yes, makes plants with chemical, exactly. Okay, very good, Gia, very good. So he discovers new things, he discovers new ideas, he has new inventions, okay, new things. All right, so that is he's a person who's called as scientist, and he is this is mostly related to science. Okay, scientists are people who are mostly related to science. Now here I've written two. Okay, they don't talk with the planets, they actually study about the planets. Okay, they study about the planets, they study more about the planets. All right, so this is two. Why have they given 2 year and young scientist two? Because part one we already had a chapter, right? You all might have remembered the we had young scientist one before, right? What is that young scientist one? There we learned two experiments, right? One was you had to take a glass, put a bits of colorful pieces of paper on a table and then place the glass on the top. You remember those things? And I don't know how many of you have tried this at home. Okay, and there was one more where you had to take a saucer, pour water there, sprinkle black pepper, and then you dip your hand in a hand wash. And when you dip your finger there, the black pepper start running around. All right. So these were two experiments that we learned in part one. Okay, before. So that was young scientist one. Now again, we are going to learn two more experiments. I mean, not exactly two, maybe more also. Okay, so they have given us young scientist two. Okay, now you might be wondering, why are we learning about science and why are we learning about scientists in English? Okay, the main reason is, we see many magic tricks. Okay, you all might have seen a magic show either live, or you all might have seen a magic show on TV. Okay, so when you see that magic, you feel, wow, it's so beautiful. Okay, how do they manage to do some magic? Okay, but it's not magic, it's just science. Okay, they have included this chapter just for y'all to understand that whatever magic is being done is actually science. All right, so it, which means even you can do that magic. Though you are in third standard, even you can do this magic, and it's not a very complicated, it's not very hard. You just need to know a few tricks of science. Okay, and you can have magic tricks. All right, so today we are going to learn one magic trick which is very interesting. All right, so let's start. We have seen few interesting things that seem like magic tricks. If you understand how the trick works, sorry, you can use the science in it to make many such interesting things. Let us look at one such example, right? If you see, as I told you, if you see all the magic tricks, okay, around you, you might feel how it is done. Okay, but once you understand the trick, as I told you earlier, it is nothing but science. Okay, and if you're more curious, you can search on YouTube, and you can go anywhere and search, and you can do many more interesting things. In short, you can do, even you can try many magic tricks. Okay. So today we are going to learn one more magic trick. We had already learned two in Young Scientist 1. Today we are going to learn one more. All right. And what are the things that you need to have? First is cardboard sheets. Okay. Then okay, you can have a small cardboard sheets. Here I've given sheets. Just one sheet is enough for this experiment. Okay. Just one sheet is enough for this experiment. Then you need a pencil. Okay, you need crayons, you need scissors, a ruler, and a punching machine. What is a punching machine? A punch machine is something, it's a tool. What do you mean by tool? A tool is a machine, a machine is called as a tool. So it's a tool with which you can make holes in a paper. You all might have seen your parents or your teacher or someone in the office, if they have to file a paper, how do they file? Do they tear the paper and file? No, they use that punch machine, right? They put a hole on the paper and then they put it in the file, right? So that is what is called as a punch machine. And last, you need a thread. Okay, so if you see, these are all the things that is available at home. Okay, I'm sure you might be having cardboard sheets. If you don't have a cardboard sheets, you can take a normal chart paper which is available with you. You might have brought for some project work, or you might have you might have had it for drawing, so you can take a cardboard sheet, any piece of paper. Pencil you already have, you use in school. Crayons also you all have. Scissors, I don't know whether you all are allowed to use scissors, but if you don't have, you can get it from your parents. Ruler, of course, you all have. Punch machine you will have to get from your parents, and then thread also we always have. In short, we these are the things which are available at home. You don't have to go and buy anything. Okay, so to do this magic, you don't have to go outside and buy anything. So what I expect is, once we are done with this class, okay, once we are done with this class, I want you all to try this at home. Okay, I want everyone to try this at home. So what you have to do is, as I told you all, first take one cardboard sheet. Okay, take a cardboard sheet, just one single. All right, measure it. Okay, 7 centimeter by 10 centimeter. The 7 is what breadth and 10 is the length. Okay, so measure it. After you have measured it, you have to cut it to that size. Okay, 7 centimeter to 10 centimeter. So this side also it will be 10, and your below it will be 7. All right, so it's a rectangular. After you have cut that cardboard sheet, what is the next step? You punch it. What do you mean by punch it? You make a hole in the middle of that sheet. Okay, and make hole on each of its longer side, which means not on the 7 centimeter thing, on the 10 centimeter thing. Okay, on the 10 centimeter you need to put a hole which is in the middle. There are two things you need to take care of. One is it has to be in the middle, and second thing is that it has to be in aligned with the both the this hole should be on the same alignment. Okay, so you have to put a hole there. All right, then you have to draw a picture of a small mouse. Okay, draw the picture of a mouse on one side of the cardboard rectangle. Okay, now as you'll see, there's a cardboard. Okay, on one side you're going to draw a mouse. Okay, and on the other side, okay, now if this is my card sheet, now if I have drawn a mouse here, okay, I will turn it. Okay, and here I'm going to draw a house, but my house should be bigger than the mouse. Okay, it should appear as if the mouse is there in the house, so the house should be bigger, and the mouse should be smaller. All right. Now color the picture of the mouse. This is why I wanted you all to have crayons. Okay. If you have the crayon at home, you can color it and it will look more beautiful. Now take two pieces of string. Okay. Take a string which is 19 centimeter long. Here they have given 19 centimeter. It really doesn't matter that you have to take 19 centimeter. Okay. The only thing is it has to be long enough so that you can hold it like this. Okay. As long as possible. All right. So you just have to hold it. So it doesn't matter. It could be longer than that. But it should make sure that it is not very short, that you're not able to do that experiment. Okay. So it has to be long. 19 centimeter is very ideal. 19 centimeter will be perfectly correct. All right. Then thread a string through each hole. Okay. Tie knots in each string to make a loop. Thus you have the cardboard rectangle stung through the two holes. Okay. Now what you have done is you have to take the string. Okay. You have punched hole on both the sides of the rectangle. All right. Cardboard sheet, that is. So you're going to tie the string on both the sides. Okay. Like how they have done here. All right. Now hold the strings between the thumb and the forefingers. This is your thumb and this is your forefinger. This is your thumb and this is your forefinger, right? So how you're going to hold? You're going to hold it like this. It's not necessary that you hold it like this. They have just given you an example. Like you can hold it like this. Even if you hold it like this, doesn't matter. All right. So you have to hold it like this. Okay. And then what you have to do is you have to flip it. Okay. You have to twist the thread several times. When you twist the thread, try doing this at home. I don't know how many of you have actually seen it. If you twist, your thread becomes twisted. Okay. And it will become a loop. All right. And when you open it, when you try to make it straight, okay, the cardboard will start twirling. Twirling means what? It will start moving like this. Okay. It will start twirling. Okay. Now why are we doing this? And when it starts twirling, okay, you might see, actually we what did we have on the cardboard? We had mouse on one side, okay, and we had house on another side, right? But when actually the cardboard starts twirling faster, okay, you might feel that the mouse is inside the house. Okay, you might feel that the mouse is inside the house when you actually twirl the cardboard fast. All right. Now, how did this happen? When did the mouse travel inside the house? When you stop twirling the cardboard, you will find that the mouse has gone to its place on the other side of the sheet. All right. Okay. So, wait a sec. I'll stop sharing just to make sure that I wanted to try this at home so that I can show you all that it's not very difficult to do it. Okay, it's not very difficult to do it. You can do it at home. As I told you all the things are available. You have thread, you might be having cardboard sheet, you might be everything, you might be having the other things also. Okay, of course, thread and punch machine you can get it from your parents, and scissors don't use on your own. All right. So here I've taken a cardboard. I've taken a bigger cardboard so that you all can see on screen. Okay, I've taken a bigger cardboard. This is not 7 by 10. This is more. All right. And this is kind of a square. This is not actually a rectangle like how they had shown in textbook. All right. Then what I did was I took a picture of a mouse. Okay. And the reason is I'm not very good in drawing. Okay. So even you can do this. If you feel that your drawing is not so good, it's okay. Don't get disappointed. Don't feel bad about it. You always have computer available. Okay. You have the internet available. You can take a picture of a mouse. Okay. Take a picture of a mouse. What did I do? I took a picture of a mouse. I cut it into a shape and then I've pasted it here. All right, I've pasted it here. So on one side, I have the, what do you say, picture of a mouse. All right. And what are we supposed to do now? What are we supposed to do? On the other side, we are going to have a house, right? Can you see? Okay. Now, what I have done is, in the textbook, they said you need to color the mouse. Okay. But just to make it more interesting, I've colored the house also. So even you can be more creative, you can be more innovative, you can use your own ideas. It's not necessary that whatever they have given in the textbook, you have to do it as it is. Okay, you can use your own creativity. Like they said, 7 by 10. I have not taken 7 by 10. I have taken a bigger cardboard so that you all can see it clearly on the screen. All right. They said draw a mouse. I'm not good at drawing, so I've taken a printout, but I have colored it on my own. Coloring is done by me. Of course, the mouse outline I have taken from internet, but coloring I have done. Okay, I have drawn a picture of a house. They said only color the mouse, but I have colored the house also. Okay, so you can use your own ideas. You can use your own creativity also. Okay, and then um, thread. Okay, thread. I didn't have a thread of the same color, so I've taken two different colors. One is green and the other one is yellow. All right, one is green and the other one is yellow. And I'm so sorry, green and white, green and white. Okay, now what I've done is I have put a knot here. Can you see? I've put a knot here on both the sides, and this is longer than 19 centimeter, right? They had given 19 centimeter, as I told you all. This is longer than 19 centimeter. I thought it's okay. The longer it is, the more it will be easier for me to hold and twirl it, right? Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'll just tie the knot again very tight. Okay. I've not tried this before. So let's try this now. On one side, I have the picture of a house, and on the other side, I have a picture of a mouse. All right. So I'm going to hold it like this. What did they say? Hold it with the forefinger and the thumb, right? Now I'm going to hold it like this. I'm going to swivel, 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 swivel. Make sure you don't hit your face. Huh? Keep it far away from your face. Keep it far away from your face. Twirl, 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 twirl. See, can you see my thread? Can you see my thread, how it has become? Can you see my thread, how it has become? All right. The more you twirl it, the more you twirl it, the more that thread will become like that. All right. Now, when I flip it, can you see this? A mouse in the house, right? Once again. Now I'll twirl it more. Now I'll twirl it more so that the cardboard moves faster and you're able to see it very clearly. All right. Twirl, 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 twirl as much as you can. Okay. Not as fast as you can. Twirl it as much as you can. Use both your hands and twirl it nicely. Okay. And there you go. Can you see this? Right? Okay. What was this? A mouse in the house, right? This magic trick is called as a mouse in the house, whereas the mouse is not in the house. The mouse is on one side and the house is on another side, right? Okay. So I want you all to try this at home, children. It is very interesting. And today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. You all can do it at home. All right. You can get the idea from the textbook here, right? It's in page number 64. Okay, your 29th chapter, that is Young Scientist 2. All right. So here they have given the ideas. If you want, like, if you don't remember the steps, teacher ne kya bola tha, what am I to do next, So you can open up your textbook. Here they have given very clearly step by step. Okay. Like you see, what do you need? You need cardboard sheets, pencils, crayons, scissors, ruler, etc. A punch. Okay, that is a punching machine I told you. A tool for making holes in paper, and of course a thread. They have not mentioned thread here, but you need a thread also to twirl it. Otherwise, how will you show that the house is in the mouse? Okay. So first, you will take a cardboard sheet. You will cut it into 7 by 10 centimeter. As I told you, it's not necessary that you cut by 7 by 10 because mine is not 7 by 10. Okay. Then you punch a hole on both the sides. Okay. On the longer side, which means where it is 10 centimeter. You're going to punch a hole in the middle of that length. Okay. And make sure that it is on the same line. The alignment is the same. Okay. Then you draw a mouse. On one side of the cardboard sheet, you're going to draw a mouse, and on the other side, you're going to draw a house. Now make sure that your mouse is smaller and your house is bigger. Okay, only then when you twirl it, you will feel that the mouse is inside the house. Okay, you will not, the mouse should not be bigger than the house. So your mouse should be smaller and your house should be bigger. So on one side you have the mouse, and on the other side you have the house. Then you color the mouse. Okay, and you can color the house also, as I had done. All right. Okay. And then you put thread. As I told you, we need a thread also. They have mentioned 19 centimeter long. It's not necessary it should be 19 centimeter. You can have a bigger thread than that. Okay. So you have to put a thread inside the hole. Okay. And you have to tie a knot. Okay. After you have done that, hold the string loops, okay, between the thumb and the forefinger, okay, one loop in each hand. Now twist this thread several times, okay, like as I had told you all. Okay, this is not something they have just given in the textbook, children. Okay, I have tried it and it's really working. It's quite interesting also. Okay, so even you should try it. So keep twisting, 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 twirling, twirling, twirling both the hands, or just one hand is also fine. Okay, then pull the loops out a little, and when you pull the loops out, the cardboard will start twirling. And when the cardboard starts twirling, what will you see? That the mouse is inside the house. Okay, it looks like the mouse is inside the house, but is it really so? No, right? The mouse is actually on one side and the house is on the other side. So this is just a science. How do we call it a science? Because the thread keeps looping, okay, twirling, twirling, twirling. And when we try to make the thread straight, okay, the cardboard keeps flipping. And that is because the thread, we are pulling the thread to make it straight. Okay, so it looks like a trick, but it is not. All right, then how did this happen? When you see something, okay, your eye remembers the picture for a very tiny bit of time. Okay, like when I showed this mouse, okay, you all saw it for a few seconds. Okay, and then I've showed you all the house also. Okay, if you show it in a second picture, within that tiny bit of time, it sees both pictures at the same time. So which means you start flipping, okay, faster. Okay, you start flipping faster, you will feel that both have merged, both have got mixed. All right, so the mouse does not really move at all, but you feel it is moved. Okay, now this is just one example, the mouse and the house, that I showed you all. Okay, now along with this, you can have more ideas also, like you can have this candle and the flame above. Okay, on how do you do this? On one side you can have the candle, okay, and on the other side you can have the flame. All right, the flame is the fire that comes above the candle. You can have the flame. All right, so what do you do? It's the same procedure. Okay, you put a hole, you tie a thread, you tie a thread or a string, and then you flip it. Okay, when you flip it, you will find it might seem that the candle is actually burning. Okay, but is it true? No, we have candle on one side and we have the flame on the other side. Okay, so this seems to be very interesting. Okay, a candle and a flame, you can try this. Or the second picture that they have given is a lady and a bindi. Okay, the bindi that usually ladies keep. All right, so you can draw a face of a lady on one side, and on the other side you can draw a bindi. Now make sure that the bindi is exactly on the forehead. Huh? The bindis are usually kept on forehead. So your measurement, or when you draw, make sure that the bindi is exactly on the forehead, so that when you twirl, okay, that bindi seems to be on a forehead. It should not happen it is somewhere on the nose or mouth or somewhere on the chin or anywhere. Okay, So the measurement for and the same goes for the candle also. Okay, if your candle size is this much on one side of the cardboard, on the other side of the cardboard, make sure that your flame is little above, so that it looks that the candle is burning. All right. So the same goes for this lady also. Draw a face, and then the bindi should be exactly on the forehead. All right. What's the forehead? This is the forehead. All right. Okay. The third one is a flower vase and a small plant. Okay. Can you see? Even this seems to be very beautiful. Okay. You have a flower vase on one side, and on the other side you have drawn a small plant. Okay. And when you flip it, it might feel that the flower plant, the small plant, you can say, is actually on the flower vase. But is it true? No. Even this is a trick. Okay. And the fourth one is a bird in a cage. Okay. Now this is same like a house in the mouse, right? We had drawn a house on one side, we had drawn a house on mouse on the other side. Okay. And when we twirled it, what did it happen? It felt that the mouse had entered the house, right? The same will happen here in the last picture. Like you draw a picture of a bird. Okay. You color it beautifully, and on the other side you draw a picture of a cage. Okay. And then you twirl it. When you twirl it very fast, you might feel that the bird is inside the cage. Okay. That the bird is inside the cage, right? So these are just few examples, few more tricks that you can try. Okay. Apart from this, you can try more, try doing something which is different. Okay. But do try, because these things are available at home. And only when you try, only when you are more curious, you'll be able to learn more. All right. So here I'll complete reading this. You can also paste a stick between two disc or square of paper and quickly twirl the stick. Okay. Now one more thing is, like here we have uh, strings. Okay. What they are trying to say is, you can have a stick here. You can have a stick here. And what you do is, you hold the stick below. Okay. You hold the stick below like this, and you twirl like this. Okay. If you do like this, if you imagine you're having a lollipop in your hand. Okay. You hold the lollipop like this. And what do? The lollipop is under the, when you twirl your hand like this, the lollipop keeps moving. All right. Okay. The same thing will happen like this. Okay. So you can either do this, and if you're not comfortable doing this, okay, you can always have a stick. Okay. You can try this also. All right. You can always have a stick below. Hold the stick in between your hand like this, and quickly twirl the stick like this. So when you twirl the stick like this, okay, it is quite obvious that the picture will keep moving like this, like this, like this. All right. And it might feel that the mouse is in the house, or the bird is in the cage. So they have given you two ideas. Okay. They have given you two ideas. One is, either you can use a string. Okay. And if you don't have a string, you can use a stick also. Okay. If there are two different pictures on the two visible sides, you will see them as one picture, as I told you all, right? So we are actually drawing two different pictures on either side of the cardboard. But when we twirl it, either the string or the stick, what do we actually see? We actually see it as one picture. Okay. Now try this simple experiment and surprise your friends. Here are some ideas for your experiment. You can use your own ideas to make this amazing toy. Okay, as I told you all, not only the house and the mouse, they have given you more ideas. Okay, you can use your own imaginary things. Okay, and you can create your own also, and you can surprise your friends. Okay, who has not studied this, who doesn't know about this. Okay, so that they might feel that oh, a magic trick, but this is not magic trick. This is just a simple science, right? Okay. So with that, we come to the end of today's lecture. All right. Make sure that you try this at home. Tomorrow is a Sunday, and I think we have come to the end of this chapter. Yes, we have come to this end of this chapter. Okay. So bye children. Take care. Wish you all a very happy new year. We'll meet next year. All right. Bye children. Take care.